So this here is my Pixel 2 XL, which I've been using for more than 2 years now, and yeah, I'm still using it. So I thought, why not give you guys a full complete 2 year plus review of the Pixel 2 XL and why still I'm using this device till date. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So this here is going to be a pretty laid back video regarding my Pixel 2 XL, and yeah, I'll just tell you guys why I'm still using it. The first main thing is because of what Pixel devices are known for is the camera. So I still am using the Pixel 2 XL for photography. So I have an iPhone 10R with me as well, but I never or rarely take photos with the iPhone. I always pull out my Pixel 2 XL for the photography. So yeah, the first things first, again as I said, is the camera, and it has to be the best. iPhone 10R, which has the newer version of the camera, which I guess introduced the HDR, is still not up to the mark to the Pixel 2 XL or of the Pixel 2 XL. I personally like the dark contrasty photos of the Pixel, that Pixel produces, rather than the flat basic photos that iPhone produces. So again, as you can see on the screen, I have a couple of photos that I've taken with my Pixel 2 XL, and yeah, the pictures are just great. The colors are great, the white balance is great, the dynamic range is awesome, and overall I just prefer the Pixel 2 XL's photo because of the added contrast and added processing that Google has done with the software. So again, as I said, the Pixel for photography is the actual main reason why I still use the Pixel. So that was the first thing. The second thing here is, this is basically my secondary device. Again, as I said, it is also running on the Android 11 beta, as you can see, Android 11, and yeah, it's been running fine. This is the last software update that this phone is going to get, and yeah, as you can see, every app runs and opens pretty fine. So there we go. One thing I still hate about this phone is the RAM management. So being a 3 gig of RAM phone, being a 4 gigs of RAM phone, this phone fails to keep a lot of apps in the RAM, and once you open the camera, the apps are just gone from the background. Sometimes it happens if I'm playing a song on Spotify from my phone on my PC using the smart switch of Spotify, the song just stops playing on the phone, it just continues on the PC. So few things regarding the RAM which I don't like, but other than that, everything works pretty fine. So performance is great, I have no issues except for the RAM management. I don't personally play games on phone, so I have no games on phone, so I can't really comment on the gaming thing of the Pixel 2 XL. But overall performance of this phone is top notch, and I have no complaints whatsoever regarding the performance of the phone. Now talking about the battery life, which is the most important feature of any phone, especially for me, I prefer great battery life over a great performance. So battery life has been degraded, but it still lasts me for an entire day. This is not a joke. I take this phone off the charger I think around 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning, and the battery lasts me for the entire day. I still have my Pixel 2 XL paired with my Moto 360 second gen, and even after that, the phone does last me for an entire day, which is a great thing. So I have no complaints regarding the battery life as well. But if you open and start using the camera for the Pixel 2 XL, the battery is gonna drain a lot. So camera is the only one thing that I have seen taking up a lot of battery for the Pixel 2 XL. But other than that, the battery lasts me for an entire day, and I have no issues, no complaints whatsoever. Now coming on to the display itself, when this device was first launched, the people complained about sort of a bluish tint to the screen. I still have it, and it is present on my Pixel unit as well, so I can't really demonstrate, but if you could just see the blue tint, it is there on my Pixel, and I have never noticed it because I only use my phone right in front of me. I don't tilt it to notice the blue tint. Initially I did only when people pointed it, but other than that I have never even noticed the blue tint there on my phone. So the display for me is actually pretty good. Now talking about few of the issues that I have faced with the Pixel here is I have lost the power button. So basically what has happened is from the past 5 to 6 months my power button has stopped working. Not completely but partially. So I'll have to press the power button on an exact spot for it to work. It just doesn't work 100% of time. I'll have to press it either on the bottom side or on the right side of the power button for it to work. It doesn't work for 100% of the time, but yeah, it still works. Again, that is because of my wear and tear, and it is just a personal thing that is happening in my unit, and yeah, it won't be happening on yours, or yeah, you might face it sooner than me, but I'm just saying it has started happening to me. I have not read any articles of this sort of behavior happening with any of the people, but it has started happening to me, and is the reason why I mentioned this in the video. So it's just the power button that is not working for me. Other than that, everything is working 100% of the time. I have got a couple of scratches, that too because I don't use cases on my phone, but other than that this device has held pretty good. Other than the scratches, that too I've got the scratches after a year of usage, not instantly, because I baby my phone a lot. I use it pretty neatly, and I have never dropped it, not even once. So yeah, I take good care of my phones, is the reason why I still have very less scratches on my display and very fewer dents or even scratches on the back side of the phone. So now if I talk about the general usage of the phone, as I said, except for the RAM management, the performance has been pretty good. Except the gaming section, everything is working pretty fine. I have yet to notice any lags. I'm on the beta and there are still no lags. I have also been using the developer previews before the beta. They did suck a bit, but the beta is pretty stable. And I, again, as I said, I use it as a secondary device and I use it daily with my iPhone XR. So again, I am still testing this Pixel 2 XL to its fullest. I don't keep it aside. I do use both of my phones, and again, as you can see, I do have my SIM card in the Pixel 2 XL as well. So I do use it for phone calls and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just using it. I'm not keeping it aside, so I can comment on the performance. And as I said, it's working quite fine. So I'll just explain few of the Android 11 things here. So as you can see, we have the separate notification sections. I've already made a video on Android 11 beta. That link will be in the description down below, but for an instance, I'll just show you what it actually is. So you get the alerting, you get the conversation, you get the silent notifications. You have a couple of sections for the notifications itself. So that is a pretty cool option. You also have a screen recorder now. There you can see you have a screen recorder built in to Android 11. It also was present on the Android 10 betas, but Google took it off. But this year I don't think they're gonna take the screen recorder off. They're gonna include it in the final version as well, is what I think. So you have the suggested apps. If you just remove this app from here, you will get a suggested app which will have a ring on the outer side of the app itself that will distinguish it from the other apps on your dock. So this only happens on the dock, nowhere else. So yeah, that is pretty cool. It'll keep suggesting you apps based on your usage and what you use in your daily basis. So that is a good thing. That I won't rely much on the suggested apps, because that is not 100% accurate all the time. So I do have my choice of apps on the dock itself. So if you do like the suggestions that Google provides, you're good to go. You can just enable the smart suggestions on your phone and you're good to go. Then the next thing is of the recents menu. So you can screenshot, you can select the text on the recents app. You can also share it, which won't actually save the screenshot. We'll just share it with your friends. And again, as I said, we have the screenshot. And yeah, that is pretty much it. There are a ton more features with Android 11, but I won't be going in all the details regarding the features. As I said, I've already made a video on it. So these were a couple noticing features that you got with Android 11. So in this entire review, I never mentioned the specs of the phone because the specs does not matter at all in the daily usage. So even if this was a Snapdragon 700 series or 600 series, but if the performance is actually that good, the specs doesn't matter, the benchmarks just don't matter. So is the reason why I did not mention any of the benchmarks of this phone, because it performs that good even after what, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years when this was launched in 2017. So yeah, this just works fine, and I've got no complaints. I might sell this once it stops getting the official Android updates, or I might not. I'll just use it as a phone for photography. I might not sell it because there are a ton of Google camera mods that do provide the features of the latest Pixel phones onto the Pixel 2 XL. So yeah, I might not sell it. I'll just use it because the photos that it clicks are like no phone can actually beat this, and not even replicate what the Pixel can produce. So I'll just keep using this, and yeah, I just love the form factor, I just love the design, and I just love the phone itself. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I'll still use it, and I'm still using my Pixel 2 XL daily with my smartwatch of choice. So yeah, that is pretty much it. If you are still using the Pixel 2 XL with you, or if you still have it at your place or at your home, do let me know that in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to see people using the Pixel 2 XL in 2020. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you don't, give it a thumbs down if you want. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.